The Mark of Chaos and Creation by Arabella K. Federico. Prologue. Year 2104, 5 years after the devouring. Monsters are nothing but bullies who like to hide in the dark, but I find that what they fear the most is the very darkness they run to, and themselves. Even though in this situation it may appear as if I'm in the wrong, I'm not. The dining room is alight with the sounds of children slurping and chewing and running around when I grab the collar of the boy's shirt and drag him off the table. But then, I'm caught before I can do anything else. Care Levine, Russ, you let go of that boy right this moment. Lady Amira scolds. She's one of the 6 mothers who care for the kids dumped off at an arrest day orphanage. Yeah, Cara Levine, my best friend says tauntingly, his pointed canines on full display. Food sits half chewed inside his mouth. Let the bully go or else the Arianite Empire will come snatch you out of your bed tonight for being such a badass. Arianite owns this orphanage. This is where they unload all the kids they orphaned. But that isn't my story. My parents abandoned me without a war with aliens as an excuse. Language, Gabrielle! Amira's voice is a sharp hiss, and as her delicate footsteps approach us, the wall of children that circled around our dinner table quickly scatter our way like rats. The boy I've grabbed is crying, snot crusted along his nose. Why is it that when I confront this mean boy, he doesn't seem so scary anymore? All it takes is a strict look from Amira, and I drop him with a loud thunk. I try to defend myself, but she hushes me with a sharp shh. Don't you dare tell me he started it, she says. She picks the boy up and instructs him to sit beside me with Gabrielle on the other side, food still on his plate. He shoved that girl's hair into her food. He wouldn't stop, then he spit in her bowl and told her it was worthless, just like her. Hands on her hips, Amira looks down her nose at me. She's pretending to be mad, I realize, because her eyes glisten the way I recognize. She's known to play favorites. I'm the favorite. She's my favorite too, the closest thing to a mother I've ever had in this overcrowded place. She would braid my hair, taught me how to read, and she recently gave me the talk, claiming every 12-year-old was required to listen to it. That's when you come get one of us. No physical contact with other children, Cara Levine. You know this. We've told you many times. I shrug. I don't know what she's talking about. She only dragged him off the table and he started wailing, Gabrielle says. Amira's brows lift higher than the ceiling, skeptical. Lovely, then the both of you can skip dessert and go upstairs. Separate rooms. The tone of her voice sharpens with her last words. Crossing my arms, I say, I hope Arian Knight comes and takes me away from this stupid place, but of course I don't mean that. Her eyes go wide as if I've struck her, fear flashing a dark shadow there. The aliens won't come actually take us, will they? The bully asked. He's such a baby. Of course not, Tommy, she says, but her voice sounds wrong. And the face is stiff and weird. Why is she acting so strange all of a sudden? Remember what we taught you all about the devouring accords? The treaty says they're not allowed to take any children away. Yet, they still took control of this planet. That's why they call it the devouring. They basically devoured us all. Gabrielle says in a deep, maniacal voice. He would know because he isn't even from Earth. The war is why him and his parents came here in the first place. Oh, stop it. You're scaring him, Amira says. She swoops her arms and points to the stairs. Enough said. Both Gav and I walk across the large room, along the rows of long dinner tables full of kids with dirty hair and ratty clothes. When we both notice Amira's attention has already been drawn elsewhere, the two of us start up the stairs together. We don't really follow the rules around here. The sound of the dinner rush fades behind us as the two of us reach the 3rd floor. Gav leads me to the large room where the boys sleep, which is a replica of the girls' room on the floor below, right to how the sun's rays cut through the persistent dust in the air at twilight. It even has the same musky odor as the room we sleep in. The entire space is lined with rows and rows of small lumpy beds with squeaky metal frames. The boys made the beds this morning without a single brown blanket or flat pillow out of place. As he reaches beneath his tiny bed, his wild violet eyes twinkle like the night sky. I'm actually glad she sent us away. There's been something I wanted to show you. Smiling, I sit on his bed next to him, excited. I rarely get surprises. When Gabrielle carefully hands me a bundle of fluff. My eyes widen and my heart shoots up to my throat, not having expected this. There. I take a deep breath and I tenderly hold the perfect bouquet of wish-ready dandelions tied together with a shoestring. Nobody's ever given me flowers before. This is something Gabrielle has always done, even here in this awful place. He somehow knows the perfect way to make me feel seen. It's why he's my best friend, my only friend. Gabrielle is shunned by everyone in this orphanage because he's from another star system, another planet. Literally, he's as alien as you can get. An alien means Aryanite. Despite the fact his parents came to Earth to assist humans in winning the war, that doesn't seem to matter to the people here. It makes no difference to me that he's an alien, that we look so opposite from each other. His long, braided hair is as white as snow, whereas mine is blacker than a raven's. He is tall and I am the run of the litter. Yin and yang, black and white, yet we each have a little of each other within us. He has some of my strength and I have some of his playfulness. He's my best friend, practically human-looking, human enough for me. Maybe one day he could be more than that. Actually, he says, nervously looking down at his feet, one shoe missing its laces. Well, let me show you. Before my eyes, the dandelions transform from overlooked weeds into a bouquet of voluptuous, stunning flowers. The stems are thick black licorice, the buds are full and teeming, and the leaves as black as night. Each petal gradually tapers to a brilliant turquoise and bright teal at the tips. I did not know such a color existed. The forms are wide, layered, and full. They're the most beautiful illusion he's ever made. Both of our gazes are drawn to his right hand, where an enchanting symbol sits between his pointer finger and thumb, where it's been his entire life like a birthmark. It's no bigger than a quarter and looks more like a circular geometric flower than any birthmark I've ever seen. But that's what we call it. We assume the magic is made from the mark because he says it feels tingling whenever he makes his illusions. Your abilities are incredible, Gav, I exhale in awe. These flowers make me feel like he is in a giant pile of cooties. I wanted to see them again before I forgot what they looked like. They were my mother's favorite. His cheeks flush and eyes flash with memories he so desperately grips to. At least with his magic he can remember them. We sit side by side together on his tiny bed, laughing as we reminisce all about the jokes and pranks he's been playing on the kids and the mothers here. You're gonna get caught, I tell him, shaking my head and sniffing his flowers. They don't smell like much, which I find a bit disappointing. They look so real it's hard to imagine they're an illusion. They'll never figure out it's me, he claims, his violet eyes confident. Plus, if they do, I'll just blame it on you. I shove him playfully, the two of us laughing. Not like that'll be anything new. My bare toes curl. I need to try and be better, but it's like trouble seems to find me. I'm a little perplexed when Gav doesn't reply, and when I look over at him, his face is taut and his body unnaturally still like a predator's. Gav, what is it? I stare at his profile. He suddenly looks so much older than 12. Do you hear that? He asks, his pointy ears razor sharp. I pause, hearing nothing. Seconds later, the screaming begins. Cries from the first floor drive a lump in my throat, and it grows larger with each shattering dinner plate. The entire first floor transforms to a cacophony of screams, wails, and clashing boos. That's when I hear their boots pounding against the wooden steps. The two of us immediately rush to the windows to peek out. We look at each other in horror when we see the alien spaceships parked on the front lawn. But why? Gabrielle snatches the flowers from my grasp and points to the opposite corner of the dusty room. We have to hide. Go to your spot now. Come with me. I can't open it by myself. The two of us zigzag between the rows of beds. The pitter-patter of our feet barely audible above the awful sounds of chaos below. My pounding heartache beats in time with the boots getting closer and closer. We reach the farthest pillar from the doorway. Gabrielle grips both sides of the wooden pillar and heaves the panel off. A plume of dust catches in the sunset's rays. My heart's thrashing and heat rushes into my chest like a tsunami. Come in with me. The two of us stare into the hollow pillar. It's barely wide enough to fit one of us, let alone both. Our gazes lock, and I'm sure the panic in his violet gaze is reflected in my teal eyes. I know somewhere else I can hide. He hands the panel to me and sprints for the cubbies faster than a cheetah. They're coming, and we've both run out of time to hide. As I slip inside the tight, musky space, fear grips me. I can't line the panel back up, fingernails straining as I clumsily try to fit the panel back in place with trembling hands. No! breaths, ragged echoes. I can hear the roaring thunder of voices. They're right outside the room. The panel slips from my clammy hands and falls forward. Terror spikes through me. My gasp is so loud that I'm sure I've revealed my hiding place, but thanks to my quick reflexes, I lunge and snatch the panel. Gabrielle hisses and I realize I have only milliseconds to hide. Then they appear. The Arianite Empire has arrived. I place the panel on the pillow as softly as I can, but it doesn't line up perfectly. I'm left with a sliver of light cutting through the stuffy darkness. I don't know where Gabrielle is. A soft, almost dainty female voice rings into the third floor as black metal soldiers spread out in the room, yet this voice is dripping with brutal authority. I can't see where it's coming from. Spread out, I want a thorough search of every single room. You must examine every child. There are no exceptions. Remember, we're looking for a geometric symbol made up of two triangles pointed up and down to form a star shape, but any unusual markings must be flagged and separated from the other children. According to the informant, the star is at the orphanage, as well as another marked child. Search every single one. These symbols are likely to be located on the chest or hands. You will recognize them. My blood turns to ice. As unique as Gabrielle's birthmark is, he's not the only one that has one. That's why we're so close. I, too, have a special mark. Mine is twice the size of Gab's, maybe a little smaller than a baseball, and sits directly over my heart and my chest. A mark shaped like a star made of triangles, one a lot like the voice described. As reality sinks in, that mark tingles and burns. The Arianite Empire is here for me, for us both. Peeking out from the space inside the pillow, I see the soldiers fanning out into the room. There's no telling what race of alien lurks beneath their sleek black uniforms made of movable metal. Arianite hides their faces behind fully encompassing helmets that shine with no face, mouth, or eyes. Only a stripe of cyan where the eyes should be. Their sleek bodies resemble humans, but that's where the similarities end. The weapons in their hands are long and foreign-looking. Why do they need weapons to come search for children? Gabrielle's abilities appeared a year ago, but no powers have ever manifested for me. Although the more I hyperventilate inside this darkness, the more the mark burns like fire. It's never so much as itched before this night, and Gab always mentions how much his tingles when he creates magic. Bags are thrown out of the room, shoved and broken in search of us. The metal against metal fries my nerves. They rip cupboards off hinges. Tapestries along windows are carelessly strewn about. That's when I see her, the one giving orders. She's as alien as I've ever seen. The picture they hang of her isn't the same as seeing her up close. The dark freckles across her nose are a striking contrast to the blood-red eyes and intimidating gaze that even her photograph couldn't erase. She's so much scarier than her picture could ever imply. This is Nereste, the alien they named the orphanage after. Her striking horns grow out of the top part of her head and sweep back along her black hair in a slight curve. Her dark blue and green skin is wrapped in a tight black outfit that accentuates her strong body. Everyone talks about her like she's some kind of savior or something, but she looks more like a bully to me, and I don't bully as well. The burning over my mark swells to an unbearable level. Then they find Gabrielle. Look how simple this is! A soldier mocks as three of them hold Gabrielle down. They restrain Gabrielle on one of the beds and hold his hand up to Nereste as she walks across the room. There's one right here in his hand. Looks like that informant of yours was right after all. Nereste walks up to him, snatching his wrist with her clawed fingernails, examining Gav with icy, disinterested eyes. Like, this is just another chore for her to tick off her list of duties. I'll inform him we discovered her direct match to the symbol within our database. He's definitely the one who we're searching for. Continue looking for the star amongst the other children. It's our top priority. Inform who? No, this can't be happening. I think panic taking root in my bones. They can't take him. He can't leave me. I need him so I'm not alone. But if they take me too... Another female voice enters the room, and I peek through the slit. You said the star is here. We searched this entire orphanage. Where is she? Nereste asked, and I'm stunned to see whose face walks into frame. Amira. She's likely inside that pillow over there, her soft voice betrays. She peers down her feet in shame. She's the informant. Kara, come out peacefully now. They won't hurt you or Gabrielle. They promise me you'll both be well taken care of. You know that you're very special, need very special attention we can't give you here. Come out. Now, come out, please. She betrayed me. She betrayed us. How could she do this? I want the Cato credits you promised me in exchange. I hear Amira whisper to Neresti, not knowing my pointed ears can hear. I wish I hadn't. A single set of heavy boots approached my hiding place. I pressed my back against the pillar as if I could vanish within it. The dark figure blocks out the sliver of light, and the bam, 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 bam of my heart shoots up like a rocket in my ears, and I think I'm going to pass out from the pain in my chest. My pounding heart nearly drowns out Gabrielle's screams of protest. The mark on my chest suddenly flickers on like a light switch, and a purple-pink glow illuminates the surrounding darkness. The star mark is glowing. I feel like I'm going to turn into a ball of fire. The soldier's gun is raised at me, but I didn't do anything wrong. Then everything explodes. I am enveloped in darkness. A darkness so deep, so boundless, that I know the moment I come out of it, I'm never going to be the same girl ever again. Some part of me knows this. My wet lashes open to blue stunners, whizzing past my slick cheeks, ears ringing like bells. There's a lingering sizzle on my chest that brings me back to reality. A dreadful reality. Then I'm running. Stunners fly by me, wet grass meets my bare feet. I run and run and run, not even remembering how I got outside, let alone down from the 3rd floor. The smell of smoke and burning things is nauseating. The violent orange flame burns against the dark night of the surrounding forest. Once I hit the tree line, I see the lines of other children being taken into the ship. Dawn. More voices follow close behind as they hunt for me. What happened? Where's Gav? What have I done? What have I done? I'm so confused, so turned around and lost that I trip on a rock and plummet face first into the slick forest ground. I need to go back for him. I need to survive. Some voice inside answers. I need to survive. Go into the city, maybe? I need to make it to the city. Lose them there. Raging Aryan night burns like the stars above me. Each one represents a boundless amount of hatred which expands with each moment. All that remains is darkness and burning fire. Unable to bear it a second longer, I get up from the dirt and flee, but the fury remains. I'll never be able to outrun it completely. I'll tire of running eventually, and someday I'll be strong enough to become the one hunting them. Hunting the person who ordered this, the one who did this to me. Hunting her. And I'll go after them all. They'll know what it's like to be devoured.